I'm Danny Story, and I'm a longtime member here at First Christian Church, and I guess my memories go back to probably when I was in the nursery. What we had, we called Little Church. You know, they'd have a Bible story or two they would tell us, and they were trying to keep us calm, and we were, some of us were kind of flying off the wall, so to speak. I ran a lot in church and always got in trouble for it. Oh, I guess I was probably 6 years old, and we were up on the stage to sing a couple other songs, and they said I walked over to the edge of the stage. I walked over there, and I just jumped down on the floor, and my grandfather, Neil, was sitting in one of the rows, and I walked over and said, "That's all, Pop." He got a kick out of that, as a few other people did. And my daddy was one of 7, and they were consistent attenders, and I've appreciated that in him ever since. When we first started talking about Cannonball, I looked back on the history, and they had the pictures up, and I remember going from one to the other looking for my father and grandfather. And I look in the pictures, and there's my family. There's my friends who I've been in Sunday school with all through school. Then here I am, 6 years old. I'm on the front steps of the sanctuary that was probably built in the mid-50s. And then I look again, and here I am at high school as we're building a new church completely. I came to church in college, which we're building again. They needed the space. We could bring more people to Christ. It was a very strong time in our church, and I've had part of this church ever since it's been built. When I'm 8 years old, sitting on the steps in front of the church with the picture being made, I would always put like 35 cents in the envelope, and I would mark it for the building. I always thought, this is the church, this is the building, up until a point. And finally I said, no, Christ is the building, to where it gives a place for everybody to come to and worship, realize his love and what he can do for us. I've watched this church grow, and we're needing to grow now. And now it's growing through Cannonball. When I'm thinking of ways of legacy, I look back on my father, my grandfather, and myself. Now, also, it includes my son and my grandson. Cannonball is our wave of legacy. It's our chance to leave it on to our children, grandchildren, and theirs. This is Christ's church. It's not mine. He's the one we're here to worship. The church has been here, and the church will be here. But this is my turn, and as I look at that, it gives me optimism as to where we are and where and what we're going to end up with, which is going to be more people to Christ, more, bigger, and better.